Hey y'all, Jonathan DJ the Trucker here. Wanted to show you something. I'm sure you've probably been a few people out there that have been questioning what these are all about. Here you go. Look on the back of that trailer right there and you will see what's called a trailer tail. That trailer tail sticks approximately, I want to say 3 feet out the back of the trailer. Now out the back of the trailer I mean out the back of from the doors. So they fold in when the driver has to hit the dock. They fold against the doors, okay, to become flat with the trailer. That's one type of trailer tail. It helps with fuel economy, okay. And underneath in front of his drives, you see that white panel, or in front of his tandem, excuse me, you'll see that white panel. That's another type of trailer tail. If you look on the Swift there, you see that it starts behind the landing gear and goes all the way back to the tandems. Now, I'm going to show you a close-up of that. Let's jump out here a second. Alright. Now that I'm out, let me show you something. You've got a great big gap between the drives and the landing gear. And normally you would have a big gap between the landing gear and the tandems back there. But if you look, I have a trailer tail on this trailer. Okay? And it starts behind the landing gear on the inside. Okay? It's probably what I'd say about 3 feet tall. It's attached to the attached to the trailer, and it sits about maybe a foot or so off the ground. What this does is it takes the air from underneath the truck and behind the drives and pushes it out away from the trailer from underneath. So if you look, you'll notice that it's not quite even with the trailer here. But as I move my hand along the trailer, now my hand is dead even with the side of the trailer. So it's pushing air out all the way back to this point here, which is the most forward point of the tandems when the tandems are all the way forward. There's a company out called Nussbaum. I don't see any of their trucks here, or I'd show you. They have trailer tails that go all the way down their trailer from behind the drives to the rear corner of the trailer, which means they cover the tandems and they take out that hole at the very back. But that does leave a problem. You can't move the tandems very well that way. But they lift up out of the way, lock in position, up against the side of the trailer, and they run down the road with them down to help with fuel economy. These things work. You know, ironically. That trailer tail there on the back of the MVT, if you look at it, it's at an angle. And I'm going to be interrupted here by a reefer who's going to go by. And he's got a trailer tail type on his as well. If you look underneath his truck, it's hard to see. You see that gray box looking thing? That's another version of a trailer tail. What that does is it takes the air from the trailer and pushes it under the drives, lifting the trailer just a little bit, which releases the drag on the tandem tires. Again, aiding in fuel mileage. It's like riding on air. You know, if you raise the air up, take the pressure off, then what happens is you lose the drag on the rear tires, saves the tires, saves the weight, you know, pushes it down the road. Now, flatbeds don't have much. See, he's coming out. He ain't got a whole lot there. So, he's basically got no need for a trailer tail. Now, he don't have a whole lot. He carries a lot of load, yes, but he doesn't have much in the way of resistance. The load varies so much that the trailer tail won't do him any good. So, If you look at the back of that trailer tail there, you'll notice that it comes down on the top and they're angled on the sides just a little bit. That causes a funnel effect. If you think about this, if you put that trailer in a wind tunnel, just the way it is, you'll see the air funnel its way off the back instead of just kind of shooting and coming down and causing a vacuum effect behind the truck, which a lot of people don't think about that, but that vacuum effect, it causes drag on the trailer, which brings the fuel economy down just a little bit. That trailer tail pushes that air out away from the trailer and causes a funnel behind it. Think of a rocket. Okay? That funnel behind it, if you look at a rocket, it comes to a narrower opening and then pushes everything out for thrust. So same concept. So just a little FYI for those that were kind of wondering. Now there is a drawback to these trailer tails. If you look, he pulled in. He had a choice. He's on a line where he should have backed in. There goes the Griffin. He's got a trailer tail underneath his trailer. He's got a rubber underneath his, so he can get a little better clearance too. He's got a rubber matting on the bottom of his, where mine and Swift's over there, we're solid. But the one that's pulled in there, the MVT, think about this. His trailer tail sticks out about 3 feet behind his truck. Alright, now, y'all know my pet peeve about drivers pulling in anyways. But if he's sticking out 3 feet, and he tries to back in the middle where I'm at, he's going to be stuck. He's not going to be able to get back as far as most others. He would actually have to fold them up. So they have to they park on the sidelines or the back lines. But he should have backed in. See that Freightliner next to him? Luckily, this is a one-way area. That Freightliner is going to have a little bit of a little bit of trouble getting out, but not by much. But the red Freightliner, he's really going to have a problem, because that trailer tail actually sticks out in his line. If I were to go over there and stand by the trailer tail, you would see that red Freightliner, the Crete, is not going to get out. He's not going to be able to get out of there. Here comes another truck. And again, see, he's got the black on the bottom. He's got rubber on the bottom of his trailer tail. Which all that does is it helps with the clearance. These solid trailer tails, you only got so much clearance if you need it for tracks and whatnot. With the rubber on there, it flexes and gives you a little bit more. But it still acts like a resistor. So, but back to what I was saying about this trailer tail in the way. 3 feet out from behind the truck, and that Crete's not going to be able to get out. Or if he is, it's going to be very, very difficult. Now, if that JB Hunt wasn't right there, yeah, Crete could just swing it and pull right out of there. But with that JB Hunt there, it makes it a little more of a challenge. I might try to tape that later if I'm still here. I don't know if I'll be here when they pull out, but just thought a little FYI for y'all, a little educational. You know, those that did not know that those trailer tails, what they were for. And the company is called Trailer Tail. The company that makes those things and designed those. The name is Trailer Tail. You can look it up online. I think it's trailertail.com. And they give you some information about the trailer tail, about the operation of it, and what it's good for and what it's not good for. So, like I said, a little bit of FYI for y'all. So y'all be safe out there. Drivers, get home to that most important stop, that family of yours. And you four-wheel drivers, you cars, do us all a favor. In this snowy weather, we need 7 to 10 seconds of stopping distance at all times in these slick roads. So, try to help us out. We help you out. We take your product to stores every day. Stuff you need. Look around you. If you see it, smell it, touch it, feel it, a truck brought it. So, the only thing we didn't bring, and even that's not even true anymore, is the grass on the ground. they can plant grass and sod farms, and we haul it down the road. So even the grass can be considered as something we bring down. So like I said, if you drive, you four-wheel drivers, if you see it, smell it, touch it, taste it, it's more than likely a semi-truck brought it to the store that you bought it at. So y'all be safe. Give us a little bit of room. Give us some space in these cold, wet weather areas, this deep snow. And y'all be careful. We'll see you again.